Sean, thanks for fronting up so soon after what must be a really painful performance to digest. What's your immediate reaction to that?
Yeah, just really disappointed. For the players and for the fans, all those supporters, what supported us all year. We just put in a really poor performance again in the semi-final, and I thought we started the game really good. First 7 minutes we had a load of good ball. Couple of tries what we left out there we didn't take, and poor kick, penalty try, and that was it really. To be fair though, you've got to tip your hat off to Halifax. I thought Halifax were outstanding today, really good. They played semi-final football, they completed hard, they run hard, they tackled hard. The kicking game was bang on, and we was a bit like a rabbit in headlights at times. So yeah, just disappointed that our season's finished the way it has.
It's probably a difficult question to answer so soon after the game, and I'm sure it'll be something you'll be thinking about for the next few days or weeks. But after starting so well, where and why did it go like it did?
Just like I say, I felt like for the first 7 minutes we was on top. We had a lot of pressure. We just probably tried what we left out there, and we did a poor kick, and it just kind of snowballed. I felt like if we would have got a try there in the first 7 minutes, it would have been a totally different game, because they was wobbling at that point. But then we just give them a leg up, a piggyback, penalty try, and then we just never recovered from that. But like I said, I thought they were played really good, and there's a lot of lessons to be learned in that game, to play semi-finals, and
What do you think Halifax did? And like you say, and full credit to Halifax, they were fantastic. What did they do so well that we as a team were unable to?
Yeah, well, I thought George Whitby absolutely schooled us with his kicking game. He put it on head on a string. They chased really hard, and they just did all the fundamentals really well. They run hard, tackled hard, and I think they only made 3 errors in that game. So that's how you win semi-finals, and it's a pretty simple game, And like I said, we left. I felt like in the first half we left 3 tries out there. 3 tries we absolutely butchered, and like I say, when you're 22-0 up at half time, it's just too much to climb.
And it's probably another far too big question to answer so soon after a game like that. But when the dust settles, where do we go from here? Because on the whole, forget about this the pain that we're feeling tonight. It's been a really, really positive season in terms of a giant stride forward from League One to 4th in the Championship. But then this will sting for a while, as it should. So how do we build on this? Where do we go from here now to make sure we're still moving upwards?
Yeah, we obviously we need a break. We've been training since October last year. The lads got in early, and we had a really hard pre-season, and we seem like we're saving our worst performances for the semi-finals. The Feb one in the 1895, and then this one. So we need to have a look at it, why and what happened, and how we fix it. I think that's the thing for me as a coach, is how we fix it. So we need a break. Everyone needs a break, and then we'll come back in pre-season. We'll address it, and we'll train really, really hard in pre-season. It'll be a tough pre-season, I'll avoid you.
And a word on the supporters, who I'm sure you'll agree deserved probably better than that. What they saw tonight, they turned up in mass, and it was all set fair for a big showdown that never happened. The fans have been by your side throughout the season.
Yeah, I want to thank the fans, not just for this year, but since I've been at the club, they've been outstanding, and like I said, they've been on this mad journey for the last couple of years, and where we've come from in League One to now into Championship, obviously disappointed for them, that we save our worst performance for the last game, and yeah, really disappointed. But I just want to thank them for what they've done for me and the team, and all the lads. They've been outstanding. So I want to thank them, and just say, we'll be back next year, and we'll be working hard to go one better next year.
Well, commiserations tonight, Sean. We didn't want it to end this way, but thank you as well for everything you've done for the media team and throughout this season. It's been a pleasure.